Hello. Hi, everyone. How we doing? How was your weekend? My weekend was good. I hurt myself, so that was not good. And then I celebrated my birthday on Sunday. So, it was a good weekend. It was really good. How was yours, Kelsey? All right, let's see here. Hold on a second. Make sure mic is working. Desktop audio is a little loud. I can correct that though. Turn that music down just a little bit. All right. Well, damn, but happy birthday. How'd you get hurt? Ice skating. My wife has been doing ice skating, and I've been doing it with her. And I just got skates for myself, and they have a much lower toe pick on them. And so I was skating, and I hit the pick, and I fell and smashed my knee into the ice, which is funny because last weekend I did it with my other knee. So now both my knees are hurt. This one's pretty good. This one's like healed up, but this one still hurts like hell. So it's because I'm clumsy. That's why. It's because I'm clumsy. Let me go live on Instagram here. But hello, everyone. I hope you all had wonderful weekends. Good to see y'all. I need to figure. Let's see. That's a pretty good. I think that's a pretty good layout for Instagram. Okay, so let's go. Let's see. Got chat up here, got YouTube, I'm on Twitch, I'm on everything. Everything else seems good. Everything seems good. I'm good. Got hurt too, but not ice skating. What happened? How'd you get hurt? That's never fun. It's never fun to get hurt, especially in a sense where like you have to move around and moving around hurts. So walking has not been fun. But I'm here. And we're going to finish this guy today, hopefully. I've got some timing to adjust, and then I'm ready to render him out and turn him into an alert for stream. So that's what the goal is today. So let's catch up to see where I am. I know there's a big timing issue I got to work out. So most of that's okay. It's just a little jerky. Drop, drop, drop. It's that part. So this little speedy part, I think we need to do some just like ducking as well as slowing it down, because that whole instance takes place over, let's see, 10, 20, 30 frames. That's too fast. Too fast. I slipped at the grocery store. Ooh, damn. Was it their fault? Can you get money out of them? That's a possibility. That is a possibility. They charge too much for eggs anyway. I'm sorry you hurt yourself, Kelsey. That sucks. I hope you start feeling better. Okay. So same thing. I'm gonna expand all this junk. Open that up and then see our billions and billions of keyframes here. Let's see. So we are looking primarily at this space here. So right now the movement, I think what I want to do, honestly, as much as I hate to do this way, because that happens there, and then there's that dip, and then this is where so like we spent all this time correcting all of this. The problem is there's now not enough room for it. So I need to just take this, because I'm actually happy with this chunk of animation, and I'm just gonna slide it out of the way to about 170. We're going to call that good because that's still happening. Still doing what it needs to. Pretty good there. Like it, like it. There was a spill, I slipped on the floor and I'm banged up, but mostly okay. Damn. That sucks. I used to work in a grocery store, so I know how like awful those are. So that's unfortunate that you were the victim of a slip. Which is funny because they told us, like, when I worked there, like, they were so like over the top about slipping. Like, they would like murder you if you had a slip incident. Which I get, you know, it's risky business. I need this. All right, hold on a second. So we're gonna just move everything just ever so slightly. Just gonna expend a little bit of time here. Oh, no. Just want to give this movement a little bit more space. Yeah, that's better. I think that's better. You have any plans for the week, Kelsey? This will be my first like fully rendered animation, so this is actually kind of exciting when I do actually get this done. I just want to get this timing corrected. And I'm not really paying attention to what I'm doing right now. I'm just kind of separating all my keyframes, and then I will kind of correct as I need to. Turn on my music a little bit too. There we go. That's not bad, not bad. You didn't have to go to the hospital or anything, did you, Kelsey? This is probably the incorrect way of doing this, but I really don't care. What's up, Mr. Blazingman? How you doing? Let's see how that plays out. Oh, terribly. Okay. It's better in a sense of timing. Also, why are the feet still doing that? And why am I not in my animation workflow? Hold on a second. Hold up. They're in stepped. Why is everything in stepped? Hold on. Let's fix that right now. Because I don't want it in stepped. I am perfectly fine working in spline now. Okay. So let's see. Let's look at our camera again. Camera 1. Because I want to, obviously I care more about like what this. Okay, see that's much better. It's much like smoother, but I need a hold where he drops. So that's what we're gonna change. That's a winning slip through grocery pay you money. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If it were Kroger, I would totally go after them. I'm not gonna lie. But that's just because they abused me as an employee, so not a fan of that company perspective. Okay, so let's go back to our little chunk here. So this is where we are. So this is where this animation's taking place. We're at 67 and it plays through. So this is what we want right about here. Okay. So this is the chunk that we have. So the first thing I want to do is I want to add some bob to the body, because like if he's walking, he's going to be bobbing side to side, side to side. So we want to do that. Payne's bag, but get that bag. Kroger duty. What are you up to, Mr. Blazing Man? How was your weekend? Make sure I'm actually live on Instagram here. Yes, I am. Okay. Is this working? Hold on a second. Kinshuk, I'm sorry I missed that. Hi. Hello. Instagram was not... It's acting weird. Okay. My neck also hurts a little bit from that fall yesterday, so that kind of sucks. Okay. Well, so we got a break right there. That's just overextending. So let's look at this one. That obviously just means that there's no... Something's broken there. So let's look. See if we can correct that a little bit. We'll add a keyframe. So that should help that. Not that it really matters. I don't know why I'm stressing about it, but... Okay. So... Let's look at this. So if he goes, boop. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to take this, and then I want to kind of like move him up a bit, but also twist him a little bit. Set. Okay. And then same thing here. We're going to twist it just a tad bit. And I'm going to fix his neck. Don't worry about that. Not too stressed about that. So let's look at the camera here. Beautiful thing about animation is sometimes it looks really weird from the outside, but as long as the camera looks good, it's fine. Alright, so what I want to do is I want to have a hold up here before he disappears. I just need to find... Okay, so that's where he disappears. So I want to hold right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to change this frame. And I'm going to just kind of... Oh! No! Go back. Okay. That would have sucked. Okay. I should probably lock my camera. It would be a better idea, but I'm an idiot and I'm not going to do that. So, Miko's pretty good. Just leaving campus now. How about you? That's good. It was good. I had my birthday on Sunday and then I hurt myself ice skating. So all in all, it was a beautiful weekend. Great success. Okay, so let's see. I want him more in frame here, but I'm having a hard time figuring out where I'm gonna do that. I guess what I can do. And just kind of pull him forward a bit. I'm gonna set the key. I'm gonna delete that key. Let's look at this here. So, hold on. Main torso controller. That's not what I want. Torso control rig. There it is. Okay, so that's fine. Okay. So then I'm gonna shift click this. Copy, and then paste it right here. This is a really quick way to do holds. So now he holds for a second and then drops. Except that drop needs to be like in front now. Did you finish the Lego set? I did, yeah. It's on my speaker in my living room. Happy belated birthday. Now you can legally drink. I have been able to legally drink for 11 years now, which is really sad. Been too long, but thank you for the happy birthday. I appreciate it. Okay, so let's look at this because I don't like how he's just like yeeting off screen. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of fix this with the curve editor. And I think most of it's happening in this, yeah. All right, so we're gonna just drop this down a bit. So now, thumbs up, yeet. Okay, cool. Now we can add some like secondary animation. So, this guy doesn't have any animation in this area. So, from here, we'll just do a hold. And then I'm gonna make him look over here. And he's gonna look right here. And then as he disappears, he's gonna go whoop. Hold on. So let's do that again. We're gonna copy this. Paste right about here. I don't know why that's pasting ahead of where it should be. That way we have that like, okay, cool. I like that. It's much better. All right. Let's see. Yeah, it'd be cool if I just turned 21, but no, I'm much older than that. All right, so That's the head aim control, so I like that so far. So let's see how that's playing out. Still really fast. I feel like that's playing at like the wrong speed. No, it's real time. It's better, it's just so fast. Alright. Let's fix it. So it's this whole chunk right here, which honestly it just needs to be kind of like retimed a bit. So if I select everything, we know we're working right here. So boop. Okay. So let's give myself a little bit more room to work. So this gap should be where he comes down. Okay, so this is where the new stuff happens. So again, I'm gonna have to move all that. Wait a minute. Yeah, okay, so... I do need to save. Wait a minute. Why am I not seeing Twitch on here? Oh my god, I'm not seeing Twitch. Hi, Chris. It just played. Why was StreamerBot not showing me Twitch? Sorry, guys, if I missed messages, I wasn't ignoring you. Now we're good. Oh, that didn't play. What the hell? I can't figure out why that's not playing. Because it's configured the same way the other one was. Yeah, that's odd. Test.
Where does he think he's going? You gotta go, you gotta go.
There you go. So that works. That's weird. Thank you for the 36 months resub, man. How you doing, buddy? New subscriber visible. Criteria any. So, wait. No, that's right. Yeah, I don't know why that's not playing. I might have to talk to Sharky on that one. Random, concurrent, always run even if queue is paused. Okay. Maybe? Try that. I get 3 years of dealing with me. It has been 3 years. That's crazy. That's crazy to think about. My goodness. Minimize that. What's up, Matt? How you doing, man? Gotham, hello, how are you? Good morning. So, interestingly enough, this button hides messages from either, and I didn't know that, so that sucks, but hi guys, how are you? Alright, so let's figure out what we're moving. We're moving this whole chunk of stuff. This animation's gonna be a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. Which is, oh shoot. Please tell me that's where it's supposed to be. Okay. I don't like moving it that much, but I don't have a choice. Okay. So this animation starts here. Starts right. So right at that impact. Okay, so these guys need to be... Wow, I felt like I really expanded those out, but I guess I didn't. So let's fix that. I feel like this is the worst part because like I'm ready to render this and like call it good, but I still have to do all this retiming stuff because I did it poorly and I didn't really understand it all that well, which is also okay. I'm actually not mad about it because it's turning out decently, so. I do wish there was like a better retime control though. Maybe there is, and I just don't know about it. But I can tell for sure I'm gonna need more space there. So let's do that. Pull this back in. Continue just kind of expanding this out a bit. I will primarily be looking because I'm listening to a lot of music at the moment. You're good, man. I'm good, sir. What about you? I'm doing good. I'm good. Work was chaos, but nothing new. What's good with you? I'm good, man. I'm doing good. Alfonso, hello. How are you? Not a whole lot is new with me. I'm waiting for my knee to heal, because I hurt it yesterday. But otherwise, I'm good, dude. I'm good. I'm sorry, work was crazy. I tried Marmoset. Oh, I tried Marmoset beta version. It's pretty good UI. I loved it. And subdivision issues is I can't render an image when I get. I saw you posted about that. It's not rendering what to do. I don't know because I don't really use Marmoset. Like I never got to the point with Marmoset that I was going to actually output an image. So I'm not really sure on that one, unfortunately. I did play with the beta, and the beta is really cool. The project I was testing it with eats VRAM like a monster, so I just kind of gave up on using it for a little while. I do like Marmoset, and I want to learn it more, but like I need to focus on like GPU renderers, or I mean CPU renderers for now. Alright, so let's try this. Perfect. Okay, so that's slower. We have a little bit of flip out. That's fun. I love that. Okay, so let's look at this. That's really just because something's breaking there and I don't know why. That's odd. Okay. Again, this stuff doesn't matter. I just want to make sure it's not like spazzing out. Okay. See how that looks in the camera view. It's better. It's a little bit better. Oh, what's the difference between Marmoset and Substance? I haven't used Marmoset before. So I know Marmoset has their like material painter. I honestly haven't touched it. The only one that I was using was Toolbag, which was the renderer. Which it's a good renderer. Like it's awesome. If you have a GPU that has the VRAM to handle it, it's perfect. But I bought one of the stupid 3070s. So my GPU has like no VRAM, which is really annoying. But otherwise, I think they both do the same thing. I've just never... Ooh, that's weird. Why is that flickering? I just never used it. Nabil, hello. Good morning. In Maya, I can render, but I do know how to... Wait, I can render, but I don't know how to get a scene with good lighting for good output and rendering time. There's also more... Yes, it will be more, especially if you don't have like the GPU renderer enabled for Arnold. If you want to take a look, Gotham, I don't know if you watched the video I did on lighting. There's a video on my YouTube where I did the lighting setup for the minigun, and I kind of broke down how I set up my scenes for lighting. That should hopefully give you a good idea on where to start. Also depends on what you're trying to render. Okay. So let's correct a little bit of this. So I'm going to grab this body controller here. Let's figure out what we have that's going weird. Okay, so there's like a zoom forward. I want to see where that's coming from. Where's that zoom forward coming from? So it is coming from that. Okay, so that's too fast. That's my hold. Let's look at this real quick. That whole thing needs to just move. It's also weird that it's not doing the like drop anymore. Okay. So that should look okay from camera. Definitely a little wobbly. Needs some work. Okay, thanks, sir. Yeah, you're welcome. Blender is taking more time than Maya. What should I do? Make render faster in both? I don't really know about Blender, unfortunately. I know Cycles does GPU and CPU render, but I'm not sure how to make Cycles more efficient unless you're using like Eevee or something, because I know Blender has a couple renderers, but if you're rendering on CPU, it's unfortunately just going to take a while unless you have a really beefy CPU. And it really depends on like your sample rate, your resolution. Like you can tweak a lot of those numbers and really kind of refine things and get things rendering a little bit faster. Like the ship, for instance, that I rendered last week, that took about 3 hours to render the entire animation sequence. But that was at really low samples, and if you blow the video up, you can tell how low the samples were. So it's just one of those things. You just got to kind of play with your settings and just figure out what you're doing. I feel like... Let's see, let me grab this piece here. Okay. So this is all happening really quickly. Want it to be a little bit slower and like more cartoonish. Okay. That's a little bit better. Is there more of that? Yeah, there's more of that. Cool. How many frames per second? This one's running at 60. So I tend to render my stuff out at 60 unless I'm doing like a specialized project. Just looking for like any jitters that I can correct now. I kind of want to delay that just a tad bit, so I'm going to add like 50 frames. And then I'm just going to create a little bit of a pause here. Disappears, comes back. What's up? Okay. The only thing that concerns me a little bit, let's go back to general, because I can't see the whole. Let me see. Okay, so first of all, that's an issue. Hold up. Well, is it? Hold on. Let's see. Do I want those to come up first? I don't really know if I want those to come up first. So let's take those. We're going to take the head adjustment here. Go back to the animation editor. We're going to find that key, dual ear control. Okay, so here's what we've got. So They pop up first, which I don't want. And we're just going to bring that down because I want them to come up with the head. There we go. Okay, that's better. Because I still want the movement, and I've still got the movement, but I don't want them to pop up first. That ruins the illusion that he disappears for a second. So... And then let's add a little bit of, so like we don't have any impact on the ears in this center, this beginning part. So let's see. So on impact, let's look, perspective. I didn't save when Chris played the save, so I'm doing it now. Seppuku, thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. Hello. Appreciate it. All right. So he's gonna land right here, right? So we're gonna go, so boom. So what I want is right before the, right there. No, right about here. And then I'm gonna take those and down, set key. And that's okay, they can come and boom. And then we'll just flip them back up. Okay. And you can kind of see how that flows now. But now the ears have some movement to them. It's really nice not having to worry about anything underneath this little frame. Okay. So... watch this in its entirety real quick. Just from here. Excuse me. Okay. I think I've got the timing on the end really well, but everything else is really fast. I also need to work on correcting the neck, but that'll be like one of the last things that I do. Which GPU would you refer the whole 3D working and learning more stuffs to improving portfolio? GPU-wise, if you can afford it, get like a 4070 or a 4090. If you want the lower end on that, get like a 4060. Anything, like the big thing that I've learned with rendering nowadays is that if you're going to be doing GPU rendering, you need to have high VRAM. And so... my card has 8 gigs, which is super low, and it makes no sense that NVIDIA did that. But if you get a 4060, you're going to start off with like 12 gigs of RAM, and then after that, it all just kind of keeps going up. So as long as you're above 12, you should be okay. 3060 is a really good, like, affordable price point for it. And then, yeah, then you just kind of go and go and go. All right. So, oh, man, I don't want to look at this. Let's see. Because I know for a fact. I wish there was a way to add, like, little... Is there little... Let me see. I wish there was a way... Oh, color-coded keys. Okay, I like this. Okay, let's do the... Oh, shit. Wait a minute. What does that do? Maybe I don't like that. Can I change the color? I don't think so. Okay, we don't want that. I wish you could, like, adjust the color of the keys. That way I could tell which groups I'm working with. Scale and ripple keys. Oh, hey, wait a minute. There is a better way to do this. So, hold on. That actually kind of does it. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to pop this up to about 750. Because, again, we're just kind of trying to retime this and correct this a little bit. So I'm gonna just extend, whoa. Yeah, I'm gonna extend that out. We know that this can probably be retimed a little bit, so let's see. A little bit too much. Can scale that back a little bit. I knew there had to be a way to do that. I'm mad that I just figured that out. Okay, that's better. What's up, Tripmar? How are you? I love this. I'm glad. Let's see. VRAM is gold dust. I have two 88 A600s. Each has 48. Oh my god. 88. How much do those cost? Oh. Damn. That would be nice. Jesus. I mean, PC specs. PC specs, like, get yourself one of the higher end CPUs if you can. Again, it's just kind of like price to performance. So, like, you're trying to find the best in your price range. So, for me, I went with the Ryzen at the time 3900X, which was great in 2020. Not so much anymore. High RAM, because you have to remember, this is something a lot of people don't know, but like, so if you have a video card, right? Your video card has 12 gigs of VRAM. You need to offset that VRAM with your system RAM. So if you have 12 gigs of VRAM, you need to at least have 24 gigs of RAM, and vice versa. So, for instance, if I got like a 4090, that would give me 24 gigs of RAM, which would mean in my system, I need to have at least 48. Because you have to offset that. Your system needs access to both. So that's just kind of the general rule of thumb. Make sure you can offset your VRAM with your regular RAM. I wish I had two 88 A6000s. That'd be amazing. Kid06, hi, how are you? Okay, so we got that retimed. I know that these are all... I can probably just like snap all of these. Snap. Yeah, that's fine. I don't think that did anything detrimental. Okay. So I'm actually pretty happy with that. A little jerky in some areas, and I think it's mostly like over here. So we could take this stuff and just kind of extend it out a little bit and then snap it. What program do you use, if I may say? I use Maya. So this is what you guys are seeing are from Autodesk Maya. I know Deep, hello from India. Hello, how are you? 32 gigs of RAM, baby. Yeah, I've got 64, and it's been good. I think 64 is kind of like the low end for me now, which sucks because it's expensive. You were awesome, man. Greetings from Argentina. Thank you so much. Ulysses? I hope I said that right. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. Let's do this. These are split kind of right now in groups, just so I can like not deal with them, but I need to retime this now. So let's see how that plays. Snap everything. See? That's a tough one because it needs to be fast. Let's look at that. Kind of focus on this and then we'll combine everything. I think this initial drop needs to be faster. So we're gonna pull this one back a little bit. And then we'll just move everything in place. That feels better. I still don't like how much that's wobbling. Let's fix that real quick. Still wobbling pretty heavily. I think it's because of this. Yeah, that's definitely part of the wobble. I know there's like a snapping function. Insert key tool. Let's see. What project is this for? This is just for an alert for Twitch. Looks like... Wait, it looks like a little bit bouncing. Yes, it is bouncing. I'm new to Blender and Cinema 4D. This program seems Arabic to me. They all do the same thing. You just got to remember the tools are just named differently and in different spots. I never really use C4D, but it's just because C4D tends to be in like the more like advertising space. Like they focus really heavily on like their advertising stuff. And then Blender is, I just don't really care for Blender all that much, but it's good that you're learning them. Like those are great tools. Yeah, they're still awesome tools. Don't let people tell you that you shouldn't be using anything, because use what works for you. Buffer curve. I know there's like a snap thing. Oh, there it is. Time snap, value snap. Nope, that doesn't work. Okay. Unconstrained drag. Nope, that doesn't do anything. There was a way to do that. I don't remember what it was, though. It's not the end of the world. I can just kind of like manually adjust these. You probably won't even notice. If we're being completely honest here. But I would like this to just kind of flow there. Okay, so that's a little rough. Okay. I recently playing Ghost of Tsushima. I love the graphics even though I'm playing on medium specs, but compared to other games, why Japanese games are amazing in graphics, environment overall, especially characters too, because they actually spend time on their games. I think the biggest thing that we have going on right now, which is the worst thing ever, is that our developers are not allowed to spend the time they need on the games. So they are rushed by these ridiculous deadlines and these companies that just want to make the most money possible out of these things. And you get games that just don't look good or they don't play good. And it's sad because I know the developers themselves want to make something awesome, but they can't because of the way the current landscape of all of this is. That's kind of why. 64 is top tier for Maya. I might get 2 more sticks and copy you for Black Friday. It's a good idea. I love Maya. There just aren't many learning resources out there, so I find your tips and tricks super helpful. I'm glad. I'm real glad. There really isn't a lot out there, which sucks. There's a couple more resources on Instagram and YouTube, like JL Musi is good. On Mars 3D is good. Holly's Maya tutorial. She's doing some cool stuff. Who else is doing Maya stuff? It's kind of all the top ones that I follow right now, but there's a couple people that are starting to do it more, so it's getting there. Maya was made mostly for animations, but evolved. Yeah, I mean it's a powerhouse now. It does a lot. It's Maya, same options. What do you mean? Time is money for companies. I know it is. I know it is, but there is a return on investment when you actually let your creatives do what they need to do. And I feel like we might reach that at some point where they understand that, but until now, or until then, it's not the best situation. Which sucks, right? Because like even like we see it a lot with movies. Like movies themselves are just like the quality just isn't there anymore. Lots of people called out Wolverine and Deadpool, or Deadpool and Wolverine, because of that awful like animation at the end of the movie where he jumps out of the bus, and it's like it's because there was such a time constraint. Like if we start allowing more time for the VFX and for the game development, all that stuff, like you're gonna get higher quality products. Do you play games? If so, right now, what are you playing? So I don't really play that much anymore. I did a lot for a while, but now I just don't really find the time for it. I don't know why that's flickering like that. I'm sorry. I just don't really find the time for it now. So when I do play, it's like Satisfactory or simulation games like that. Games like I can just turn my mind off with. Alright, so these feet need to be adjusted because right now they're just pulling too much. So we're going to go into our Translate X here and just drop that on both of them. I kind of like the weird side jump we have going on here, but Alright. Yeah, there's... I really would rather that just, like, not pull that far. I guess I could just take the whole thing and move it down. Kind of strange. So let's see. Boom, boom. I've got too much wobble. It's like the legs are just like snapping. I think it's the Z movement though. Because they're moving forward really heavily. Let's see. If I may ask, what tool, in your opinion, that makes rendering faster for animations now? For me, it's Blender. I've heard a lot of people say that. Like, Cycles, I guess, is pretty good. I honestly don't know. I played with Marmoset, but again, I ran out of VRAM for Marmoset, so I can't really do much with that one. Really, the tools, they all render at about the same speed. Like, some of them are a little bit faster than others just because of, like, coding differences. But really, like, learning how to optimize your scenes is what's going to save you. Because that's what saved me a bunch of time, was just learning how to optimize everything. Which takes a little bit to figure out. I feel like if I just drop this just enough. There's something going on here. I don't know if it's like... Wait a minute. Is it this translate Y? No. It's not any of the rotations. It could be this X. Might be. No, it's not that. It is in the feet. It has to be. I just don't understand. Is it rotation that's happening here? I think it is. It is rotation. Okay, so there's some rotation that got added in there. So let's fix that. Yeah, actually quite a bit of rotation got added into that. Curious as to why that's pointing that way. So we have our impact. So there's our impact. Boop. Oh, you know why? I think it's these. It's these little guys. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay. So we can just take those then. Crush this up. And fix them. So let's look at the... Yeah, these are all over the place, unfortunately. Okay, so that's fine. I think it's this X now. That should be better. Yeah. So the only issue there is my Z's all jacked up now, so I can put that back. Hyperextending that though. Okay, cool. Thank you so much for your reply. Yeah, no problem. I try to reply to everyone. If I miss your message, I'm sorry. Have you ever thought to use RenderMan? I'm testing it. I'm also going to be playing with Unreal. Both of those are on my radar right now. Oh, let's see. Cycles. Let's see. I work in film using Unreal Engine, and sometimes I have literally days to make something from scratch. I wish I could have longer, but time is money. Yeah, it's awful. It sucks. I think we're stretching our creative so thin at this point that, like, you get garbage results, and that sucks. Because it's not that the artists are bad. It's that the time frame to make the movie is bad. So, like, this, thankfully, like, some companies are kind of pulling back on it. Like, Disney realized, like, oh, shit, we're releasing too much and we're stressing everything. Like, so they pulled back a little bit, but, like, it still doesn't seem like it's enough. And so, like, you understand, right? When you get, like, an indie film, you understand that you're probably going to get a bad CG. Just because it's an indie film, it's inexpensive, they don't have a lot of money. Like, that's different. But these massive productions have the money, and they would have the time if they would actually, you know, dedicate the time to it. So it's a pipe dream, of course, but that is what would be ideal. Cycles rendering in Blender needs more VRAM, sir. It sucks for me, render small. See, and I haven't played with Cycles, so I really don't know. The animation needs more patience for doing simple animation. I will lose patience, but you are cool in doing each and every correction. Hats off. Thank you so much, Gotham. I appreciate it. I'm on the big screen. Nice. It definitely takes patience. I mean, this is like what? Let's see. What stream number is this for this guy? Let's do a little deep dive into how much time I've actually spent animating this thing. So we go to my live streams. So we've got today, which will be 2 hours, another 2 hours. So it's 4 hours, 6 hours, 9 hours. So 9 hours in total just for like 10 seconds of animation. This stuff takes time. This stuff is not easy. And if you want to get it right, you got to spend the time. I'm also kind of a perfectionist, so like I want to make sure stuff looks good. It's a little flowy on that last fall. Let's do this. Select everything in that chunk. So we'll call it this chunk right here. We're going to retime that just a tad bit. Snap it. Looking better. I think massive companies are starting to go on the AI mindset, spill content at a rapid pace. Yep, it's disgusting, and we hate it. Moose Madeira. Yeah, is it Moose Madeira? I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Love Maya. Thank you so much for the follow, Moose Madeira. Appreciate it. We love Maya here too. Okay. It just feels like such a soft landing. That was slightly better. Okay. That's flowing better. For every complex animation, the basic animations are walk, cycle, ball, bouncing, pendulum animations. If we're strong in these cases, can we do complex animations? You absolutely can. The thing about animation is really it comes down to how comfortable you are working with like more advanced rigs, because the rigs themselves get ridiculous. I've been trying to kind of like load up on like some advanced rigs so I can kind of play with them and learn more about them, because like the way I've learned rigging is I have to like kind of break them apart and like reverse engineer them, because there's no tutorials on how to do them unless you want to pay $700, which I know a lot of people don't have and I don't have. So it's like I have to kind of reverse engineer stuff. Mohit, good night. Have a good night. Yeah, it really just comes down to your comfortability with working with a larger rig, because some of those rigs get crazy. Okay, so we have that. I think we can introduce this chunk back into it now. And then we'll just play with the timing here. Alright, so let's look at that in camera. That's flowing really nicely. I'm actually pretty happy about that. Not bad. File, save scene. I did a dyno animation for my portfolio. It was hard at first, so the rig is easy to understand. That's good, yeah. It's a rigging artist's job. I don't know if they call them rigging artists, but it's their job to make the rig as like robust but also understandable as possible. And like animators in general like understand like the different movements and all that stuff, so they get that stuff. And then it's just kind of learning about how to layer. So like start off with your base poses and you pose everything out in a stepped format. That way you can see all your poses, and then you add a little bit more detail into there, and then you just kind of like, it's almost like working down. So you're refining your details as you go, and then you finally go back into your unstepped curves and you're able to see your animation play out, and then you really just have to work on timing and minor adjustments like what I'm doing now. Everything now is just down to timing. Okay, that was weird. Did I move those elsewhere? I think I did. I think I lost a chunk of animation. Oh, I lost a big chunk of animation. Okay. Was there? Yeah, okay. It is moving. It's like I know I added eye movement in there. Yeah, it's one of those things, like, I really love the process of animation. I'm not a rigging person at all, and like I'd like to understand it better just so I can do it. But it's like that's the biggest mystery. Like in all of this stuff that I do, rigging is still the one thing that trips me up. But Gotham, once you understand all those simple ones, it makes it a lot easier to start working with more complex animations, and you can work up. To give you an example, this is the most advanced I've gotten because I did the ball bounce, I did all those basic stuff. What's up, Sharky? I did all the basic stuff, but like, I myself hate doing the basic stuff, so I just don't really do it all that much. Especially for like warm-ups and stuff like that. I prefer to just dive into it and figure it out as I go. And I could probably save more time by not doing that, but I don't know, it just makes more sense to me to just experiment with it. So that's kind of why I do what I do. Never understood the IK-FK control. Can you switch mid-animation and you gotta stick with it? No, so that's what's cool, right? So you have to, it's weird because a rig should have a switch for it or some way to select that IK joint, because while you're animating, it should technically be keying everything. And then if you need to go into a like an IK or an FK adjustment, you can just turn that on and then adjust the bone as needed, because everything should still be set up. The only other thing I've seen is where people will key an animation in IK and then do the detailing in FK, and they'll create new key sets or new frame key sets for those FK joints. So it is a complicated process, but that's still something I'm kind of learning about. So I'm really not entirely like up to speed on the whole IK-FK switching process. This guy technically has IK-FK, and I can show you here. So if you look at his feet, when he's not like that. So if I go to one of the feet, his feet are still IK joints, but I can switch between IK-FK with the rig that I built, and I can do all of this movement just with attributes that I built in. So these allow me to do all of this controlled movement without really having to worry about doing anything. For doing animations, VRAM is a must. Not really. Your scenes should be pretty light while you're doing animations. Like, you shouldn't really have a whole lot going on in them. So I wouldn't really stress VRAM in animation, so to speak. It doesn't hurt, but it also doesn't really help all that much. Okay. Let's see how this is playing out. Perspective. Nope. Camera one. Alright. Let's see. How we feeling? A little shaky. Disappears, comes back. Does his little looky round and drops. Okay. I want to fix the shake. That bothers the hell out of me. And I think it's this thing's fault. I'm pretty sure it's this thing's fault. Please tell me this is still white bad audio. Oh, it's not. Hopefully YouTube didn't have an aneurysm. Hold on a second. Let me verify YouTube didn't like silence me for some reason. Content live. Is it freaking out? No, okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'm good with it. Okay, so we'll just play this. All right. Okay, so why are we jiggling? What's the jiggle for? I feel like he should be coming this direction, which would be, that would be X, right? Or is that Z? Because Z is just a constant curve up. So not really super stressed about that. I think it's X. It is X. Don't know why he wants to do this. this stupid... This is why the curve editor is so nice, though, because you can really figure out what's going on by just troubleshooting a little bit. Okay. Sharky, how you doing, buddy? Okay. The soda's done. Time for water. Okay. So let's play that, see how that's going. Boom. Okay, so there's wobble on the way down. Yeah, there's actually a lot of it. Okay. And I think there's some on the feet too. Yeah, there's a lot.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Wow. Wow. Hey, buddy. Sharky, I need your help one of these days because my sub alerts are not playing. And I don't know why, because I'm pretty sure I set them up the same way I had them. Wow. And I need your help. Ah, okay, so we have a trade then. Perfect. That's how we do things. Yeah, we'll set up a time to talk. Because my OBS, or my streamer bot hates me. Okay, so I'm thinking this movement needs to not be this crazy. It just drops all of a sudden. I think I just need to start him over more. Is that the case? Like he should be... Yeah, okay. The feet are still doing stupid stuff. Let's get them both selected here. That way I can just fix both of them. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay. So we're going to just retime a little bit of this. Just kind of correct a little bit here. Go up. Go up. Keep going up. Because I don't like the way that looks. Okay. Oh, fantastic. I've been in my regular camera. That sucks. Okay, let's go back to... I wondered why it looked weird. Okay. Make sure I didn't miss anything. No, we good, we good. Can I ask another question? Yeah, no problem. What's up? You guys are free to ask whatever questions you want to. That's why I do the lives. Resquence, hello, what's up? Did you see my latest post on project critiques? I did not. Let me look. Oh, let me see. Oh, I'm sorry. I did see it. I didn't respond to it. I will get back to you. I had a busy day. Unfortunately. Okay, so let's look at that neck, because that neck is doing stupid things. We don't want it doing stupid things. At least in view of camera, we don't want it doing stupid things. So... Just some minor adjustments to that. Should be okay. And then it does like a flip over here, so let's fix that. Oops. Set key. Set key. Okay, so let's make sure that plays okay. Yeah, that shouldn't be noticeable. Shouldn't be too bad. Let's see here. If I could still ask for a sculpture made in 3D to keep the details and rig it, how many polygons should I have? Half, more, less half, or reduce the polygons to minimum? See other technique. So with rigging and skinning like that, you do want to have like lower polygon just because it's going to be much easier to work with. You can use like instances to help you kind of work with that. But generally, there's really no number that I could say. Really, it's going to be what your hardware can handle. So if your PC can handle a super high poly character, like I wouldn't try to rig anything straight out of ZBrush. That would be insane. But like, you know, if you have a basic character that was, you know, mildly, like it looks mildly low poly or high poly, like whatever, generally it works fine. Just depends on your system, really. I'm a VFX student right now. Maya started in my college, so I have experience working on Blender. Is there any advice for beginner Maya users that you could give, features or something? So just keep in mind, the math, the technology, all of that stuff is the same. It all goes off of Catmull Clark, things like that. So really it's just learning where the tools are. So as long as you learn the fundamentals of like modeling, animation, stuff like that, the tools are all the same. There are some extra tools that they throw in there every once in a while that maybe one software doesn't have, but you know, just keep up with it. And like when you're stuck and you're trying to do something, look it up. The Maya subreddit has a lot of good stuff in there. And then if you ever have a question as well, we have a Discord, so join our Discord. Which I think I posted a story about that today. So there should be a link in my Discord, in my Instagram story. If you guys want to join the Discord, it is still live today. And project critiques, yes. Viraj, hi, hello, how are you? Let's see. I'm also completing texturing for the pirate gun and uploaded on ArtStation 2, but I need to arrange the scene for final render and output. If time is there to check my work on ArtStation. Yeah, no, absolutely. Just throw your link in with your critique post, and I'll take a look at it. Oh, there's a little bit of torque right there, so let's fix that. Where does that go? I'm okay with a little wobble on the neck, but not so much. Yeah, there's a little bit of pivot to that joint, but that's okay. Okay. I almost want to just test render this out. I might do it overnight. Cucumbers are base. Cucumbers are awesome. I love cucumbers. Pickles too. Yeah, sure. Thanks again. No problem. Yeah, that's what the Discord's for, guys. Like, if you want critiques, if you want like to be a part of the community, like get in the Discord, because that's where we're growing all of this, and that's where you guys can get like the most direct support from me. It's kind of hard with like Instagram messages. I try to answer them all, but sometimes it's difficult. Okay, so Let's see here. Boop, boop. I still think that should be a little bit longer of a hold. It's just... Oh, I just lost my spot entirely. Okay. Just a little bit longer. Yeah, that's better. And then if I can just correct that last drop, because it's happening a little too fast. Or a little too slow. Okay. Just changing up some timing now. Yoop. Extend that hold just a little bit longer. Yeah, not bad. You already have an idea for the lighting setup. You can go HDRI. So the lighting setup is going to be very similar to the actual renders of this guy. So it'll end up looking like this. Where is it? Content, stills, BD-1. So he will end up looking just like this. Hopefully as high fidelity as well, because I would like it to look really nice. But that's the hope. So it'll be a very simple lighting scheme, just because this is going to be a transparent Twitch alert. So when somebody donates bits for something, he'll pop up and do something, which is going to be this, at least this first animation, and then I'll probably do more as time goes. But that's what he'll look like. Okay, so let's save this. I would like to see the whole thing. I think it's good for a test render at this point. I actually think it might be good. Any composition after rendering? Maybe a little bit. Probably not much. I'll do some sound effects work for it, but as far as like compositing or anything like that, probably not. I do plan on taking this guy at some point and putting him on some like real life footage plates to see if I can match the lighting and everything like that, because it's been a very long time since I've done that, and I really want to get back into that. Because that is why I do what I do. I want to do VFX over film, so that's kind of where I want to experiment now. So that'll be the next kind of step. I think next I have to really work on like a walk cycle for this guy, just because it's been a while since I've actually gone through a walk cycle. So especially with a character like this that's technically reversed bipedal, it's a little bit different. Yo, did you see my DM? Hold on. Probably not, but I can check. Let's see. I have to present tomorrow. So, I can't tonight, but I do have a video for that. In fact, I just released a video on that literally like 2 days ago, 3 days ago. So, if you go to my YouTube, hold on. Let's see. The stuff that comes up on YouTube when you type in cryptic. Okay, so here's this. The video I'm talking about. This guy right here. So it's going to go over Hypershade as well as the automated way for getting your textures into Maya from Substance Painter. Here's a link for you. Short round, dang man, I remember when there was Road to 800. Congrats. Thank you, man. How you doing, dude? It's good to see you, dude. I don't know why I'm saying dude so many times. How's everything going, short round? How's streaming been? He throws it back. Who throws what back? What? Mr. Blazingman, what are you talking about? Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I hope that helps you. Let's see. Okay. That's what's nice is I'm getting to the point now where I do have videos for most things, so I can like send them to people and be like, here you go. Can I see this without like, there we go. It's a little bit better when everything's not highlighted. I don't think, yeah, I'm not noticing anything with the neck, anything crazy. I might have to do a little bit of retiming, but I think what I'm going to do is I'll render this out overnight and then just see how it looks in the morning. Maybe you guys will see a reel tomorrow for it. BD-1, when you get donations, he throws it back. Ah, there you go. Okay, I see what you're saying. Doing good, man. Haven't been streaming much these days, just gaming and adventure. That's good. That's good. You just taking a break for a while, or are you just kind of done with it? I totally understand either. Do videos for Blender also, sir? Is there a chance for it? Maybe. Maybe. It'll be a while, though, because I'm putting a lot of focus on trying to correct the things that I think are wrong with, like, our college system and the fact that they don't teach people enough about the software. So my main focus is Maya. I'm going to be integrating some Rhizome soon, so you guys will start to see some tutorials on Rhizome. And then with my project in October, I will hopefully be doing some videos on Unreal as well. I think it needs a bit more breakdowns. It still might, yeah. I want to do a render out just to see how it plays, but I think that'll be one of the last things I have to do. Just taking a break. Good. That's good. Yeah, everyone should take a break. I just finished a break actually, so that's good, man. Hopefully, let's see. Wait a minute. Damn. Hopefully, when you get to do effects over film, you do a video. I forgot how to do camera tracking. Camera tracking is a pain in the ass. Yeah. When I do it, it'll probably be in Fusion, in DaVinci Resolve, just because that's primarily what I have and what I want to use, because I don't want to pay for Nuke, because I think Nuke is overpriced as hell. But I will do videos on it. Maybe After Effects. I don't really know. I never really liked After Effects, and I try not to give Adobe more money than I have to. So they don't need more. They definitely don't need more. Okay. So it's still a little floaty right there. I do want to fix that like floaty feeling. I think I can fix that just by like stretching it a little bit. At this point, we're just kind of going to nitpick for a bit. Yeah, it's a little floaty there, so there's no like rise. So let's look at what this is doing. Clean that up a bit. Okay, so our Y is all wobbly. So let's kind of like smooth that out a little bit. That feels a little bit better. It's like more outstretched. I go with DaVinci. I don't know what happened with the Adobe problem they had with the subscription. I'm not a massive fan of it, but DaVinci's free, which is why another reason why I'd be more willing to teach it as a tool. Good morning, Mohit. How are you? And StreamerBot's quota has been exceeded on YouTube. God damn it. Hold on. I hate this so much. I gotta figure out how to balance all three of these chats now. Okay. think I can see everything. So YouTube, I might be slightly delayed on your messages, but I will get them. Okay. How do you get interested in 3D? Because everyone cannot get interested in it. So I got interested in it because I watched Jurassic Park one too many times as a child. I wanted to make monsters and like dinosaurs and stuff. And so I thought for the longest time that you had to do that, you know, practically. And when I got to high school, I started to understand kind of how like VFX was working. My high school had a 3D class, and that's how I really got into it. So for me, it was just kind of like I chose an elective that I thought sounded really cool, because I wanted to do that, and I wanted to do filmmaking and all that stuff, and I ended up being way more passionate and better at the animation stuff. So that's kind of how that happened. Okay. So I like the leg swing that we have going on. That's fine. And then at that point, I don't really care what the legs are doing anymore because we don't mind and we don't see them. So everything else is just really focusing on this torso movement. Oh, that's kind of weird. I didn't notice that snap there. All right, so let's fix that. Why are you doing that? That's why you're doing that. That's weird. Okay. Camera again. I'm gonna be so tired of this by the time I'm done with this. When will you do a human character? It's gonna be a while. I do want to try at some point, but I am by far not an organic modeler. If you want to see stuff like that, my buddy Jared Chavez is really good at that. I am not so good at it. I've submitted another request on Discord. Okay, let me see if I see it here. I don't see it. Press sequence. Where did you put it? Oh, there it is. Sorry, it wasn't loading. Which UV is right? So both are technically right, and both will technically work. I'll just answer this on streams that you're here. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, here, I'll pull it up here. So both of these technically work. This one is more what you want to strive for, just because it's going to give you the most space for your UV. Because this takes up a lot more space. It doesn't look like it takes up a lot more space, but it actually does take up a lot more space. So technically you want to strive for this. A lot of the times you're not going to strive or get to that because just some parts just don't want to work right. But both work. I have plenty of UVs that work the same way, and I don't really necessarily care about keeping them super perfectly straight. So I hope that helps. I'm interested because of games, but after learning and seeing videos, I'm feeling like 3D is like a big ocean that can... So here's the thing. 3D is huge. There's a lot to do with 3D. There's a ton that you can do with it. But You don't have to do all of it. So a lot of people think that you have to just jump in and do all of it. You really don't. The base skills that you need to learn, lighting, rendering, modeling, and then like depending on what you're going to go for, you don't need to learn a lot of the other stuff. So if you want to do animation, learn animation. If you want to focus on modeling and texturing, focus on that. You don't have to be what we call a generalist. It's kind of what I strive for, but like you don't have to be that. So when it comes to 3D, if there's something that really interests you, if it's like modeling, if it's, you know, rendering, lighting, animation, focus on that stuff, because that's where you're going to feel like you're refining it a little bit more. And it's easier to learn, and then it's easier to build on that knowledge as you go. Anatomy is a whole subject that you need to learn, and that is exactly why I haven't done it yet, because I haven't spent any time learning it. Like, don't get me wrong, like I work out, I know like muscles and stuff like that, but like it's that I don't know how to draw them, I don't know how to build them. All of that's beyond me. So let's see. I'm also bad at characters. I can't even a human face. It's so hard for me. Faces are hard. Honestly, like humans are hard because you're replicating real life. So it's just something that you have to keep practicing and practicing and practicing. And I'm bad at it, which is why I don't do it very often. And eventually I'll challenge myself to do so, but I'm not there yet. Hello, Mr. Chaitanya. I hope I said that right. You can explain to me what is the non-PBR workflow? It would just be a workflow using non-PBR textures. So like if you're working with like say toon shaders or stuff like that, you're not going to be using PBR based renderers. So really it's just kind of like a little bit less of a drag on your system. I don't really know how to explain like the difference between the workflows, because like generally the workflows are the same. You're just using different material types. What about the stretching? So are you talking about, so let's see. You're talking about like the curvature that you're having? That curvature is okay. You're going to notice your seam is going to stretch kind of weird when you smooth it. You can fix that by, I released another video. Hold on a second. Let's find it. I think it was a short. Yeah, this one. So this short, this fixed warped UV edges in Maya, which it's a quick tip on my Instagram, that will help you fix the stretching. If that's what you're saying. Sir Maya for Blender. Jimlu, I'm not sure what you mean by that. Can you say that again? Yeah, I'm not sure what that means. Or are you asking if this is Maya? Yes, this is Maya. I don't work in Blender. Skibbity bop. I think I'm pretty happy with it, honestly. It's playing out. It's actually kind of cool because the way it restarts, it like looks like he disappears and then drops down again. That's kind of cool. I think I'm going to call him good for now. I may do some more adjustments, but the animation itself is kind of where I want it to be. I'll probably have to do some tweaks after I get it into my editor to see how it's doing, but I'll be doing that tomorrow probably at some point. As we all know, 3D industry is getting bigger and lots of Blender artists doing awesome work. So do you have a fresher and Maya artists like me can survive? Yeah, Blender's not going to replace Maya. It's yeah, I don't even know what its like full status is in the industry, but I know it's not replacing Maya anytime soon. Maya is still standard, and it will be standard for a very long time. So I wouldn't stress about it. Ow, what's up, buddy? How are you doing? Ooh, I just peeked. What's up, man? How to create camera cuts in Maya? That's a good question. I've never actually done it, so I don't know. But I'll have to look it up. Are you planning on doing some render passes? I might with this one. I don't normally, just because like it's such a simple build that I don't really have to, but I might. That is one thing I haven't really played with, is like the comping process after rendering out a bunch of AOVs and working with them. So I'm not entirely like the best person on that yet. So I have to try that. I'm doing good. How are you? I'm doing great, man. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I think we're probably gonna call it actually pretty quick here, unless anyone has any more crazy questions, because I had to start late tonight. But no, it's Shimlu, I'm not really sure what you're asking. I'm sorry. I can't read that. I could try and put it in Google Translate. We'll see if that works. I can't even copy it, really? Oh yeah, I can. Control C. Hold up. Oh, brother, do you also use it? No. Shimlu, I do not use Blender at all, unfortunately. I played with it a little bit, and I didn't really enjoy my time with it, so I just decided not to really play with it anymore. I might someday, but for now, not really. All right, guys, so let's see here. I think we're good to go. All right, Instagram, thank you guys so much for hanging out tonight. Lots of good questions. Oh, wait, we got one more. Who did that? Who done that? Oh, Garong. How is streaming on Twitch for beginners? Can you do it without any fees or any contract-based stuff you know about? Yeah, it's all free. I mean, you can stream for free. You just have to work to build a community. So it's tough, because you will start streaming to 0 people, and it's rough. But otherwise, like, yeah, it's a good thing to do. I enjoy it. Mr. Blazing Man, I have no coins here. You gotta get the coins, man. Gotta build up the coins. What industry expect from a fresher? Because I'm a little scared and nervous in going into an interview. Just be confident. Just be confident in what you've created and what your portfolio says about you as an artist, and you'll do okay. It's daunting for sure, but just make sure you keep up with your portfolio and everything. Nice video when you get a render. Composite those passes. I'm mostly a modeler, so I don't do that. Yeah, I'll definitely do something on it, because that's your life. Bing bong. That scared the shit out of me, Al. That's something I really haven't done, so I do need to experiment with it a little bit more. But Instagram, again, thank you guys so much. I'll see you live on Wednesday. I'm gonna do something special on Wednesday, so keep an eye out for the announcement on that one come Wednesday. We're gonna do something a little different. But it's gonna be good if you guys are new in Maya, because we're gonna do something live. So I will see you all live on Wednesday. Should be a lot of fun, and you guys have a wonderful night. All right, and end. Okay, YouTube, same thing for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you all being here tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream, and then we're gonna raid out on Twitch.
What the hell is even that?
What the hell is even that? All right, guys, I will see you all on Wednesday. All right, Twitch.